Today's sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangwu. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now Mond on the bootleg. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
Mond looks to throw on 1st down. He'll get this to Nwangwu. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangwu. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond. And that is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a give running left with Lynch. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley pushing through the contact. Barkley a first down and more. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots, you wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game that you referenced, and let's face it, if he has another game like that, we'll erase him from the MVP discussion. He won't even be talked about anymore. He has to bounce back with 100+ in this one in order to stay in that race.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he... goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. But partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Open space inside the 10. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Back to throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shot.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
2nd and 6. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Joseph Osai has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Off the play fake, Mon. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. Kadarius Toney deep for the Giants. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Yo. Hurt. Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, D-line.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check Mike 21, Mike 20. Here we go, team. Here I come. check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check, Mike 21. Here we go, here we go. Hey, check, Mike 21.
They'll set up to throw.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns.
Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know. Looking at...
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Kene Nwangu.
His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Giants 7. Sam Sloman set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
31's the mic.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. We got this. Riggs. Mike 21, check Mike 21. I got him. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, what's up, 19? Come 19. Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Get him. 19 light. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They're going to look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Now the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score. Giants 14.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the ball first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hurt. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 18, pioneer. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Hey, check Mike 21. Go. Check Mike 21. Now watch one.
He'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They run again on 1st down, Lynch. And a short gain here down to the 22. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. On second down, Lynch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. On second and 12,
Mon. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu.
touchdown!
Kene Nwangu.
His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Giants 14.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Second and 2. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Giants.
That man right there, John Ross, remember, he ran the fastest combine 40 in history, 4.22 seconds, and he showed off that speed right there. Wow.
The point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And he's got some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
63 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
Here's Nwangu.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Mon looks to throw.
Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Mon now off of play action. Drops this off with Nwangu.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll make it second down.
On the give is Nwangu.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Kene Nwangu.
52 yards.
And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
The extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Again, it's Barkley. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
107 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
They'll swing this out to Tony. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the Vikings 35-yard line.
31's the mic. Watch the run.
A handoff. Barkley running left. And he gets it down to the 32. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Now a give. Akers running left.
And he stopped immediately there. This is third and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
where's the mic? Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Check 43. Check 3 and check Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Hands
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off at the 15.
And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game.
That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Another run now for Nwangu.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger.